Let's speak now to Jesse Lehrich, co-founder of Accountable Tech, a not-for-profit advocacy group. He joins me now from Charleston. I know that you think this is significant too, don't you? Because you've called it a transformational moment. Just explain why that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously significant in Europe, where finally these big tech gatekeepers are going to have to play by some set of rules, which they really haven't had to adhere to at all. You know, they were very innovative in getting to where they got to, but since they've sort of entrenched their dominance, you know, they've exploited that monopoly power. But I think it's also huge globally because, you know, there's sort of this misconception that it's impossible to take on big tech and win. And in the U.S., here where I am, lawmakers have been talking about reining in these monopoly abuses for years, but we haven't seen this kind of progress. And so this is really a landmark law and a game changer on the global stage.
If it comes in, we need to add, don't we? Just explain then, because as you say, these companies are innovative and they have a lot of power. Who's going to police it and make sure that they don't find clever ways around this?
Yeah, well, I think a lot has been learned from GDPR and the lack of enforcement, the lack of teeth that law proved to have, despite being, you know, well written, well constructed. So I think lessons have been learned, and I think, you know, nobody's ever really had oversight in this kind of manner over these companies. And so, you know, they were innovative, but there's nothing innovative about self-preferencing your own products or charging monopoly rents for small upstarts that might one day challenge you. So I think it's going to unleash innovation for the kinds of companies that these companies once were, you know, 15 years ago.
As James was saying, they will push against it, won't they? Will it go through, do you think?
I think so. I mean, I think they've thrown everything at the wall already. You know, they lobbied as hard as they possibly could over the last 16 months as this regulation was making its way through Brussels. And, you know, they've pulled out every card in the book. And, you know, I think it's inspiring to see that those plays that have worked so consistently for them over the last 2 decades didn't deter EU lawmakers and policymakers from passing this incredible advance. You know, it only strengthened their resolve. So, you know, as we've said before, you know, that should send a message also to U.S. lawmakers that it's not impossible to pass laws that actually, you know, constrain these companies from their most abusive behaviors. And 2, if we don't write the rules here in the U.S., they're going to get written without us.
Right. OK. Well, thank you very much for your thoughts. That's Jesse Lehrich from Accountable Tech.